Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'd like to do another example of a vertical motion equation question. I found this one which was interesting. So here is the question. While throwing a temper tantrum, an angry toddler, so there's an angry toddler, standing on a chair, he's screaming and throws his ice cream. He must be pretty upset to throw his perfectly good ice cream. Scream and throws his ice cream cone into the air from 5 feet above the ground with an initial velocity of 30 feet per second. That's pretty strong. How long does it take before it hits his baby brother? My goodness sake. He's hitting his baby brother. That's terrible. Baby brother's head 1 foot above the ground. Okay, that's the information that we are given. Okay, so here's the scenario. So he's standing over here. He's standing on a chair. Okay, and he's throwing the ice cream cone. Here's ice cream cone. I'll try to draw it. Whoa. Here's ice cream cone. Okay, he's going to throw this ice cream cone into the air. Now his baby brother. Okay, he's like his baby brother. Okay, let's draw his baby brother. All right. So here's the scenario. So he's throwing this from 5 foot above the ground. So he's standing, he's pretty tall, right? So when the cone starts on its trajectory, it's 5 foot above the ground. Okay, and his baby brother is only 1 foot tall. 1 foot above the ground. So is that 1 foot? Is that correct? Okay, so baby brother's head 1 foot above, then he must be ducking or something. So baby brother's only 1 foot tall. So 1 foot above the ground, like this. Okay. And the initial velocity is 30 feet per second. Okay, so we're told that the initial velocity is 30 feet per second. Okay, that's the information that we know. Okay, as soon as you have the necessary information, so you can write the vertical motion equation for this question. Okay, so and that's going to be, if you recall, the height of any projectile is negative 16t squared plus vt plus s. Okay, in this case we know that the initial velocity was 30 feet per second. Okay, and the initial height was 5. Okay, so that's the vertical motion equation. Now we're asked to find out how long it takes for the projectile ice cream to go from there and to right here. Maybe he's got his mouth open, I don't know, to hit his brother over here 1 foot above the ground. Okay, so this is the vertical motion equation for this particular projectile given the information, right? Okay, so we want to know how much time it will take for the projectile to go over here. Okay, to hit the head like this. Okay, he's not going to be a happy toddler. He's going to have another screaming match over here. So how do we do this? Well, we want to know what time is when what? When the height is 1 feet. When h of t, height is 1 feet. Okay, so we want to solve this equation when the height is 1 feet. Okay, so we have to set that up. Okay, it's basically what we have to do. So the vertical motion equation for the ice cream cone flying across the room, assuming mother's not there, is this. Okay, and then we are asked to find the time it takes for it to reach 1 foot of height. Okay, so this is what we have to set up. And now we have to solve this for t. So let's do this. I'm going to bring that 1 over here. 30t plus 4. Okay. You could divide the whole thing by 2 and make life easy for everybody. So so that's negative 8t squared plus 15t plus 2. Right? I divide the whole equation by 2 just to make it easy. I'm just going to use the quadratic formula here, which is this. Whenever I try to use the quadratic formula, I try to write the whole thing down because it reinforces the formula for myself. So opposite of b is 15, so it's going to be negative 15 plus or minus square root of b squared, which is 15 squared minus 4 times a, which is in this case. Now if you had not divided the whole equation by 2, you would have bigger numbers, which you would still get the same answer, okay? Negative 4 times a times c, which is 2 over here, okay? Divided by 2 times a, which is negative 8, okay? So it's going to be negative 15 plus or minus square root of, okay, let's do this, okay? So give me 15 squared is 225 minus 4 times, that's 60 plus 64, okay? So this is going to be 64, I believe, okay? Let me just do it over here. So square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, that's going to be positive 4 times a times c, okay, that's that. And this is going to be square root of, so all of this is going to end up being 17, okay, and this is negative 16. So this is negative 15 plus or minus, when this is simplified, this gives 17 over negative 16. So you can turn this into two equations. It's going to be negative 15 minus 17 over negative 16, negative 15 plus 17 over negative 16. Okay, so this is going to be 32. This is negative 32 over negative 16, and this is 2. So that's one answer. Okay, and then over here it's going to be 2 over negative 16, and this is negative 1/8. Okay, and that's the other answer. There are two answers because this is a quadratic equation. But this answer we're going to reject this answer because we're talking about time, and time can't be negative 1/8. See, it is true that in the trajectory of this projectile, there are 2 times when that projectile is 1 foot above the ground. So 1 foot here, 1 foot here. But the kid started the projectile, not the kid. The ice cream started its journey from here. It started from 5, okay, 5 feet over here. So that's why this time is negative. So because in reality this did not exist, okay, but the graph exists in a theoretical sense, right? So that's why there are 2 answers. But we're going to reject the negative answers because we can't go back on time. The ice cream is not going to fly backwards. So the answer is 2 seconds. So the time is going to be 2 seconds. So his baby brother better have fast reflexes because it's got 2 seconds over there to protect himself from this. So I hope you appreciate this, and inshallah next time we'll continue. Until then, as-salatu wa-salam ala rasulillah wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum.